All right, y'all, listen. Today, we're going to expose two companies that Congress has been secretly buying tons of. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars of, more than their own salary. We're going to break that down. Now, listen, I get it. Most people, we hear about Congress, but we just tired of hearing about it. So we don't really be wanting to pay attention to what they're doing. We don't care about it because we are truly trying to just build our own portfolios. But we cannot ignore when people are buying more than their yearly salary in these stocks. So listen. Before we get over, when we get into this video, here's what you're going to learn from this video. One, you're going to learn why are Congress buying these names, and it's going to wake you up. Two, we're going to discover what makes these companies so strong. What gives these companies moats? What has made these companies so attractive to Congress? And three, how do we understand what they're doing and turn it to our own personal blueprint to wealth? And how do we build our portfolios using it? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Today, we're going to lock in. First, I need you to like, I need you to subscribe, I need you to share this video out. Why? Because it truly helps us get in the algorithm on YouTube, but also, most importantly, let's get 1,000 likes on this video, y'all, because this will truly help us go to another level. Let's think about it like this. And I got a whole bunch of stats right here, so I'm going to be feeding y'all off my stats. I got to check them off as I go. But let's just think about this. Congress writes the rules. They allocate the budget. They sign the contracts. When do they got time to buy the stock? Well, this is when we truly be paying attention. So the first purchase that the Congress bought that we found out was Palantir. Now here's what we found out. Congress has bought almost 3% of this Palantir stock. That's right. One member, and I wrote this down, one member flipped into 142% gain on Palantir when he got the $30 million defense contract. Let's just think about that. One member of Congress had 142% gain when Palantir got the defense contract. That's deep. That's not by coincidence. Second, watch this. One person by the name of Cleo Fields actually has so much of this Palantir between Palantir and between a few other stocks, he's doubled his portfolio with these buys. Now, we shouldn't overlook that. We should truly be paying attention. Now, here's the thing about me, y'all. I'm not even mad at Congress buying stocks. What I am going to say is we should definitely be paying attention. Now, let's just dig a little deep into this. This is not just luck that they're getting this. They have inside information. They understand what's going well. They understand what companies are doing what. So they're positioning themselves to truly take advantage of it. And if you're not watching, you're going to miss all the signals. But that's what we're here for. So let's dig into it. Now, let's talk about this right quick. Palantir isn't just a software company. It's the data defensive grid for all governments and corporations. Think about it like this. Think about Palantir as like the immune system for the government. Once they get inside of the government and doing all the contract work that they're doing, you almost can't get them out. That's real sticky. Now watch these numbers I got for you. 2.2 in revenue in 2024, positive free cash flow. The debt to equity ratio is under 20%, which means that their fortress, their balance sheet is a fortress. Watch this. They're expanding contracts into DOD, NHS, and energy pods. Now watch this. When people always say Palantir is overvalued, here's what I like to tell people. Yes, because the market is truly basing it off growth. Now watch this. The stock is down 16% in the last month, which means it is on sale for us. Down 16% in the last month means it's on sale for us. Why? Anytime a stock is down 16% from the high, it's truly an amazing time for us to buy it. So we need to put Palantir on our list. Now watch this. Palantir isn't just a hype stock, right? It's the blueprint to how the government will protect themselves moving forward. It runs the world by protecting America from data wars, right? So it's like owning the shield and the sword that will protect the world from data breaches, or America for sure. Watch this. Congress does not just like Palantir. They keep buying more, y'all, right? That's not confidence. That's conviction, y'all. And we need to be convicted just like them, right? So I'm telling you, when you hear people talking about Palantir is hype, Palantir is hype, Palantir is hype, I just want you to sit back and ask yourself this. If it was hype, would the government be buying as much? What government officials keep buying this much Palantir stock? I don't think so. I don't think so. And at the end of the day, I know you don't too. Now, let's go a little further. Here's what I want for you. The next stock that they're buying a lot of is TSM. That's right. TSM doesn't just make chips, y'all. This stock actually makes 90% of all chips created. Over 50% of global semiconductor flow, meaning everything goes through this company. Now, the thing about this is, they have a close relationship with China, so this is going to be really, really interesting. But I want you to think about it like this. Imagine every army in the world needed bullets or ammunition, and one company made half of them. What would you think about that company? That's how I want us to think about TSM. Watch this. Here's some data for you. $74 billion in revenue with a gross margin of almost 53%. The debt is under 35%. And they just built a 15-acre lab in Arizona. Now, what did that do? That allows them to be, they're building a 15-acre land plant in Arizona. What that allows them to do is, it allows them to get from off all that soil being right there by China. You create the fab in America, and what happens now? You fall right under American protection. Now, here's something for you. Watch this. This company is the cornerstone when it comes to AI, when it comes to smartphones, EVs. Without TSM, none of this exists. It's like owning a foundation to the whole AI infrastructure. Congress knows it too. Here's what I just wrote. Here's a stat for you. They've nearly bought 700,000 TSM shares this year alone, consistently ignoring, watch this, all of the turmoil that's going on. Here's what they understand. The more it goes on sale, the more we buy. The more we buy, the wealthier we become when things turn up. That's not just a coincidence either. It strategically understand where we're headed. One, Palantir, next, TSM. These two stocks become the cornerstone of what? AI and defense for America. And we already know that right now, America's spending more money on defense than anything else. So let's go a little further. You've been told to save and wait. Meanwhile, the insiders, they're building their portfolio of companies that control data and chips, which is the next revolution. So if you're working a 9 to 5 and you're still broke and you ain't got no bread, I want you to soak. You don't need more hours. What you need to learn how to do is, let's invest more. Because investing saves us time and creates money. So let's go a little further. You take and plant your flag. What do? You start buying a little bit of TSM. You start buying a little bit of Palantir. Every time you get paid, you buy a little bit of TSM, a little bit of Palantir. Or you put some money on the side. You put some money on the side so that you can invest. You put some money on the side so that you can invest. You save to invest. And before you know it, you look up, you got a whole portfolio built off of two companies that is truly going to move the world forward. Watch this. Palantir owns the battlefield, and TSM owns the battleships. If we invest in these two companies, we truly change the game. And if you position yourself right now, think about this. Palantir is down 16%, y'all. If you position yourself right now, you've already put yourself to capitalize on what? When it runs back up. The company is dominating earnings, dominating revenue, dominating being sticky. What better client to have than the government, y'all? What better client to have on your watch list than the government? I want you to just understand that, y'all. And not only are they increasing that, listen to this. I wrote this stat down. Watch this. Watch this. Palantir is set to become one of the largest companies in the game within the next 10 years. I want you to just think about that. Think about in 10 years what this company can be valued at. Because why? Government defense will only do what? Increase. And you're not going to change away from this company. It becomes sticky, it becomes hard to get rid of, and they keep on improving. Also, Palantir literally has no competitors right now. And even the defensive companies in America have to use Palantir. This company is on pace to truly, truly, truly be a $200 stock, and we just sitting around watching it. So right now, what I want you to do is I want you to ask yourself, if the stock is down 16% right now, what I need to be doing is starting me a position and then scaling into that position. And that's truly going to build your wealth. Listen, man, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. I want you to like, I want you to subscribe, and I want you to share this video. But also in the chat, man, I want you to tell me, how can we help y'all? How can we help you evolve? How can we help you all become better investors? What all would you all like to see from this channel? We want to help you become better. So again, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And remember, that's not me in the chat telling you about WhatsApp or Telegram. I'm not doing that. I'm on YouTube. Also, make sure you come join the Patreon or Trappers Anonymous so you can be in one of our dope communities. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Salute.